like water, go to Cabo. Cash in the walls, hollow. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Hey, let's go! Up. Go! White 20! On!
Vic will look to throw on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Line, 300.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He goes underneath to Freeman. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Flush to his right. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They run with Hunt. Escapes the defender. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Williams to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
56. Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Allen. Flushed out right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Vick operating on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go! Go! Eagle!
Here's Vick. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Eagle, eagle. Shift. Shift.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw, it's Allen. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run. This is Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is no good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Williams now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! Over!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Finding some room at midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Hey, let's go!
From the gun, Vic. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Williams to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch you now, Barney!
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point.
Right,
this is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On play action, Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Dorsett on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Vick. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Vick. That is caught at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Stepping up, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On second down, here's Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Dorsett. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he's taken down inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go. White 20! Let him know. Let him double. Eyes up. Salt. Eagle.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback taking it in from the 20. And the Falcons add on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Set! 319! 319!
Throwing on first down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 48 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Watch him now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Under crush.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Eagle. Three down. Alpha. Late.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the
is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Now your favorite